Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of unboxing the Some Assemblage Required Advent Calendar. That's really cute. Sorry, sidetracked. Okay, so this is an Advent calendar that MK has put together. And yes, you open it all the days before Christmas, but the things inside are not Christmas necessarily. So maybe they could be used for Christmas, but they are not all Christmas themed. So this is day 3, and I'm going to go ahead and open it. I'm not going to make you guys wait any longer, but I do love the packaging. I thought that was super cute. He reminds me of like the little Monopoly guy. I don't know if that's who that is, but that's what it reminded me of. Okay, day 3, little tiny bag. I love that the bags can be used. And, oh, that's cute. It looks like an acrylic piece, which you don't have to peel the acrylic, you only have to peel the wood. Let's see here. This is a word, and it spells music. M-U-S-I-C. I'm assuming that's the way that goes, because if it was the other way, it wouldn't be a C. So super cute music. Yeah, I'm going to go try to find something to use this on and come back and make a layout. So that's my goal, is to unbox and then make a layout. So I don't have a lot of stuff sitting in my stash over time that I just got. I want to try and get it onto a page right away. So come back and check that out. Okay, so I am back and I am doing a cruise layout. So this is not even winter related. This is from the cruise that we just did in Alaska this past summer. And I am documenting this guy who was part of the entertainment. His name is Sean O'Shea, and he does vocal impressions and music. So he sings and he does impressions of other vocal artists. And he was actually really, really good. I think he's been doing it for quite a while. But yeah, he even did Taylor Swift. Yeah, it was fantastic. He was actually one of the best entertainment that I felt they had on the ship. So I definitely wanted to document that. So I am actually going to keep this one really simple. This title is going to be quite a bit of the embellishment that is on this page. And so my title, I thought it was going to be the music and vocal impressions of Sean O'Shea, but I didn't have room for all of that. And you will see that as I am creating here, because I am going to die cut a bunch of letters to create the other words that go in this title. But this acrylic piece that says music from the Advent calendar is going to be the star of the show, and I really love it. I think it looks great. In the photos here, he does have on an Elvis type costume and wig, but he did not have that on for the entire thing. He changed like mid-show. But he was fantastic and funny. So that was the cool part, was that he really didn't take himself too seriously, and he just had a lot of fun with it. You definitely knew he was not trying to be perfect. He was trying to do kind of a humorous impression, and it was really, I don't know, he did a good job. So I am going to pull out a bunch of pieces from 49 and Market. I'm using some Wherever. There might be a little Everywhere mixed in, maybe a little Moonlit Garden, because I am using kind of a Mod Podge, that's glue, right? Mod Podge? I don't know. I'm using kind of a mix of different things for this particular album, and maybe some Crafty Garden, maybe some Vintage Orchard. I almost said Angry Orchard. Isn't that a drink? I don't know. Anyway, so I am pulling out anything that I think goes really well with the kind of colors that go with my photos and represent kind of Alaska, more kind of the fall type of colors than the spring or bright summer tropical kind of colors. So that's where my line of thinking is going. But I pulled out this blue sheet. The blue that looks solid is actually not solid. It is from close to my heart, and it was in a travel pack. I don't know the name of the travel pack, and it's not around anymore anyway, so I'm not even sure that you could get it. But that is the blue, that the solid color blue there, and I'm using a partial piece of this other blue that was in one of the kits. And I'm liking it because that blue matches the photos really well because they are super blue heavy, if you might have noticed. And that blue kind of matches those better than the other blues, which kind of have a bit of a purpley undertone to them. I feel like I'm saying kind of a lot, you guys. It's been a long week of travel. So voicing this just after getting off of the road for the last 10 hours. So yeah, bear with me. So here I'm using the Sizzix dies that are from Tim Holtz, and I'm using the all caps letters, even though you see the lowercase to the right hand side. The lowercase I am using for the other words, but his name is going in all caps, which is on the left hand side. I will put links to both of those down below if I can find them still available for you, so you can check those out. But I really love these dies because they are so small. They are a little bit difficult to work with if you lose things easily on your desk, so I try to just kind of leave them right there next to the cutting plate and get them down on my page or onto whatever I'm going to be using as quickly as possible. And you may have noticed I usually put glue on the back of my hand. I did put a little glue on this foam pad from one of the ink applicator tools because I saw somewhere somebody said they use a foam pad, or they use a little bit of foam, or a sponge is what they said. And foam is like a sponge, right? And especially this kind of foam, it's not like the foam we back our photos with, or our embellishments. It's like, porous. So I put a little bit of glue on that and started dipping it in there to see if that worked any better than the back of my hand, and it didn't. So I'm back to the back of my hand, which I think just works the best. Because it's right there. I don't set anything in it. I don't accidentally put my papers or a different embellishment on top of the little pile of glue that's on my desk, and it's close by. So I'm just back to my hand, but I did give it a try. I gave it the good old college try, right? So, yeah, don't be afraid to try new things. And if you don't use the back of your hand, maybe you want to give that a try and see if it works good for you. So here is what I have done. I put Sean O'Shea, Music and Vocal Impressions. That is the title. I love how it came out. I think it looks really good. I'm just using my liquid glue, my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, to adhere down the acrylic pieces, and I think that's going to work just fine. I love the black and white color of them, and I love the black and white color of the framework that I've got going here for the rest of the title. And I didn't use the word "and." I did punch that out. I actually punched out the words to do the original title that I was going to do, but as I was working on it, I quickly realized that there was no way it was all going to fit, especially with the little drop down of the treble clef there being the S. And so I felt like vocal was not going to fit to the right of that, and that's where it would have had to have gone. So I just, detoured and went with it. And sometimes that's what you got to do in scrapbooking, right? And in life. So no sense in getting upset about it. Just quickly pivot and let's see what will work. So that is what I did. And then I am using this frame that is, I think this was cut from one of the papers, when they put the extra embellishments on the back of the paper. So you might have seen me doing that a bit ago. And then same with this little piece that has the notebook edge on it, and I think that looks really good. Just going with a diagonal design for this one, and I'm liking how it's looking so far. I almost could just leave it like this. It would be super simple, and there's nothing wrong with that, and it definitely could work. But I am going to add a little bit of rub-ons here just to kind of give it a little bit more added interest. I know that is really hard to see. It's just one of those navigational lines, I guess is what that's called. And then I am going to add a little bit of this text print here and have that peeking out from behind my layout. So I'm just being conservative with it and not really tucking much underneath, and anything that's left over I can put in a different area, because let's be real, you can't read the text anyway, so it doesn't have to make sense and be in order, because the text is just representative of a scripty font. It's not necessarily actually adding to the layout with the actual words that are written on it. So I'm liking the way this is looking so far. I am going to end up adding another little cluster to the bottom left-hand side. I thought I was just going to do the diagonal, but I am going to add a little bit there, even though it was not a lot. So I do like the geotag that I've got going there, trying to find something that I might want to put in the middle of it, and that's what I am looking for inside of my little box here. If you were watching yesterday, I did mention these boxes. So I do have my Wherever collection embellishments in one box, and I have my Everywhere collection embellishments in another box. So they're just easy to grab. I think I might have put Moonlit Garden in a box as well. Just so they're just easy to grab and rifle through rather than going through the packaging. So I couldn't tell you exactly what package any of these are out of. I do know that one, those are chipboard pieces there, but they could also be out of an embellishment cluster kit or a page kit, because I have definitely pulled those apart as well. It's just easier this way because I don't normally use them as a page kit, although I don't really know that I didn't have any. Did I have page kits of Moonlit Garden? I'm not going to say I did or didn't because I don't remember. Again, coming off of travel and lack of sleep here. So pulling out the epoxy pieces from Everywhere. And I'm going to add some of those here and kind of finish off my little camera, and then add a couple of other little ones to these areas that I've got embellishments going on. And I really like the way that they look. I'm keeping them kind of simple. I did feel like my sign that was hanging needed a couple, so I added some of the smallest blue ones up to that top. I'm going kind of monochromatic with this, even though it's got a bit of brown. It's kind of a brownish black or sepia, really dark sepia color for that frame and for the geotag, but I think it works. It's a nod to the black, and I think that's okay. And then I'm going to add a couple of labels and tickets over to this left-hand bottom corner of my photos and figure out what I'm going to put in that area. Now I found that the blue in Everywhere matched a little bit better than the blue in Wherever. I think I've got that right. So that is what I'm doing here. I think my box on the right-hand side is from Wherever, and the one on the left-hand side is from Everywhere. And so I'm kind of rifling through the two of them and picking the things that I think work the best. And if you're curious about those boxes and you missed that yesterday, I do have a link down below in the Amazon section for these boxes. They're iris bins, and I got a 10-pack of them. You can buy a smaller pack, but they're like 13 inches long, so they fit a 12-inch border, a full 12-inch manufacturer strip or whatever you want to put in there. They are about a little bit over 5 inches wide and about 2 inches tall. So even the larger pieces from these collections do tend to fit in there at a bit of an angle. So that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. It's just another unboxing of the Some Assemblage Required Advent calendar. I love how it looks. I hope you do too. If you do, hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks for choosing my channel today. Don't forget to check out what MK is doing on her channel with today's Advent pieces, and go give her a little bit of love. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another one. So come back then. Bye-bye.